Imagine living in a super tiny Georgia town, the kind where everybody knows everybody. When you aren't extreme couponing or doing mud facials, you are stage momming it up at the most intense child beauty pageants the South has to offer. Then, in the blink of an eye, the cameras arrive. TLC producers set their sights on your wildly charismatic 6-year-old daughter. And suddenly you go from obscurity to being catapulted into a level of reality TV fame you never saw coming.
I'm 6 and I'm a beauty queen. But must be crazy if they think they're gonna be me on a boo-boo child.
Well, that's exactly what happened to today's deep dive subject, Mama June. Mama June was nowhere near prepared for what fame would bring into her life, or for everything it would rip away. Just 2 short years into dominating reality TV, dark family secrets buried for years would be brought to light. Scandal after scandal would play out in the public eye, making Mama June spiral more out of control than any other reality star we have ever seen.
Then there's Mama June. They became estranged after her mother's ex, Mark McDaniel, was arrested for molesting Anna Marie when she was just 8 years old.
If you don't let me go, I will call the police. So if this intervention doesn't work, she's either gonna wind up in jail or she's gonna die.
How could Mama June possibly fix all the damage she caused? Well, there is nothing TV loves more than a comeback story.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
The cameras followed Mama June as she shed 300 pounds, transforming not just her body, but also her public image. But in true Mama June fashion, the redemption arc wasn't built to last. Old demons came a-knockin', and this time, her self-destruction was so catastrophic that it cost her everything, including custody of the very daughter who made her famous in the first place. So grab some go-go juice and a floaty, because I'm about to dive deep into the chaotic rise, fall, and redemption of Mama June Shannon.
Right. Turn off the TV for a moment, Mama June. Because I'm about to talk about you and your fat family.
Before we start deep diving, I want to take a moment to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this episode of Deep Dive. If you know me, then you know I love to cook. It is my #1 passion outside of making videos for y'all. But what I do hate is meal planning, spending hours searching for recipes, and making grocery lists. Most weeks, I'm so busy that I end up just going to the store with no list, then produce rots away in my fridge because I didn't plan. That is why I love HelloFresh. All you have to do is pick your meals every week, and everything you need is delivered right to your door. There is something for everybody to enjoy on HelloFresh's menu, with 50 chef-crafted recipes to choose from every week, plus customizable options to make your meals just the way you like them. You'll be able to easily satisfy all your cravings. Every HelloFresh recipe includes high-quality, sustainably sourced ingredients, like produce that comes fresh from the farm. What I personally love is that the meals are never complicated and can be easily made on the busiest of weeknights. This week, my favorite meal that I made was the crispy Kickin' Cayenne chicken cutlets. When I say it was delicious, that's an understatement. It had all the things I like: sweet, spicy, and crunchy. So if you want to get up to 10 free meals and free shipping on your first box, go to HelloFresh.com and use our code DEEPDIVE10FM. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals and free shipping. Just go to HelloFresh.com with code DEEPDIVE10FM. Now let's get back to the twisted world of Mama June. The tragic life of June Shannon, known to the world as Mama June, started with her very troubled upbringing. From the very beginning, the odds were stacked against her. June grew up in McIntyre, Georgia, an incredibly small town where a large percentage of its residents live under the poverty line, including June's family. Because of this, her mom, Sandra Hale, was not home very often, leaving June to be raised by her teenage sister, Jo, aka Auntie Dodo, with no adult adult looking out for June, this left her in a dangerous situation where it was easier to be preyed upon. In an interview, June has opened up, stating that from the very young age of just 12 years old, she began, quote, dating men in their 20s and 30s, stating that she would lie to her mom, saying the men were just 21, and her mom, seemingly okay with that, would tell June she is just looking for attention that she isn't getting at home. 2 years later, in 1994, when June was just 14 years old, she would find out that she was pregnant with her first baby Anna, nicknamed Chickadee. The father, David Dunn, would never play any significant role in Anna's life due to being in and out of prison for burglary, officially making Mama June a single teenage mother. This is where we see a horrible pattern emerge in Mama June's life. She would become like a magnet for the worst men you can think of who commit the worst crimes imaginable. When June was 17 years old, she would get into a relationship with a man named Michael Anthony Ford. They would have 2 babies together, Jessica, aka Chubbs, and Lauren, aka Pumpkin. But much like Anna's dad, he was not in the girls' lives. And by 2005, he was convicted for exploiting a minor over the internet. The next person Mama June would get into a relationship with would be her biggest mistake and the worst man she could have ever possibly brought into her children's lives, Mark McDaniel. This is a horrific story that I will be diving into later on in this video, but what you need to know for now is that he was arrested and convicted.
You were involved with Anna's father. He had brushes with the law.
I've known him ever since like kindergarten.
He was arrested for stealing a handgun. He was arrested for stealing cigarettes.
Those and I was not talking to him.
Jessica's father.
He's doing time now.
He was arrested in 2005 for sexual exploitation of a child, registered sex offender, and he's in jail again now.
Yes.
Till 2026.
Yes. And it has nothing to do with Jessica.
Then Mark McDaniel, child molestation, 10 years in jail, relationship with you. So 1, 2, 3 people that you've had a relationship with, 2 child molesters, 3 in jail. Then Sugar Bear spends 5 years.
For taking a charge for his brother.
Well, he spends 5 years convicted of robbing campsites and setting fire to a campsite. So 1, 2, 3, 4 relationships. All 4 of them have been in jail.
Well, the 2.
Who you turning down?
The Mama June vicious cycle would just keep continuing on. Shortly after Mark was arrested, June would get into another new relationship with Mike Thompson, who we all know as Sugar Bear. In 2005, they would welcome their daughter, Alana Thompson, the Honey Boo Boo, into the world. No one knew it yet, but that little girl was going to change their lives forever. For the first time in Mama June's life, things actually began to turn for the better. Sugar Bear, at the time, was an active father to Honey Boo Boo. And while financially things were tough, Mama June would take up side hustles like extreme couponing to help them get by. The next 5 years would actually be pretty normal. But that would all soon change when Honey Boo Boo started stepping onto the stage with her poofy bedazzled pink dresses, a full face of makeup, and massive blonde curly hair. At just a small 5 years old, she was taking on the world of child beauty pageants. See, glitz pageantry is actually pretty common in the South, especially in Georgia, where it's more than just a competition. It is considered a rite of passage for many young girls. Now, right around the time Alana started competing in regional pageants, Toddlers and Tiaras, a reality show aimed at exposing the extreme side of child pageantry, exploded in popularity. A few seasons into the show, TLC producers came across Mama June and Honey Boo Boo. They just knew that their loud, unfiltered, unapologetic personalities would be perfect in front of the cameras.
Me, Honey Boo Boo Child. I'm super excited because I do pageants.
The following year, in January of 2012, their episode would air with sky-high ratings. Mama June and Honey Boo Boo would immediately be catapulted right into the spotlight. Whether you loved them or hated them, they were here to stay.
Show them how we do a redneck facial. This is how we get ready for the pageant right there. My name is Honey Boo Boo's mama. No, my name is June, and don't you forget it. Show them. This is how we get ready for the pageant, y'all.
I'm unicorn, and I'm a redneck honey boo boo child. My special juice is gonna help me well.
A lot of pageant moms and people know what the special juice is. Everybody has their different concoctions. You know, special juice is just to help her energize her. A lot of moms say, oh, you're doping up your child. Well, hey, no, I'm not.
My go-go juice is kicking in right now.
Toddlers and Tiaras was an extremely problematic show that was heavily scrutinized for exploiting children. Due to this, the show's ratings would steadily decline season after season. So TLC needed to shift gears. After seeing the bump in ratings from Honey Boo Boo and Mama June, TLC decided to give them their very own reality TV series called Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
This is my crazy family. I have 3 sisters. Parker's the craziest, Anna's the pregnancies, and Jessica's my favorite, like my BFF. The boss's family is Mama.
Mama! Oh my God!
So,
My name is Mike. My nickname is Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear, my baby daddy. We got too much estrogen in the house. Need some testosterone. Hey.
Sugar Bear!
While Honey Boo Boo was undeniably the star of the show, and by the way, we have an entire video coming on how she was exploited. Anyways, the show was also just as much about the entire family. Viewers fell in love with the Thompson-Shannon clan. All of their different personalities would come together in what would be reality TV gold. Right away, it became one of TLC's highest rated shows, even beating out major networks like NBC for that time slot. Much like other hit TLC shows that focus on families, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo was built to last. It was a series that could have easily been on air for at least a decade, but just as fast as it rose, it would all come crashing down when a massive scandal erupted right after season 3 wrapped up filming, shattering the future of the show, all because of Mama June.
It's been discovered that the family matriarch, Mama June, split with her partner, the lovable Sugar Bear Thompson, about a month ago and has been secretly dating a child molester.
Honey Boo Boo's mom, Mama June, could be making some very dangerous life choices. TMZ.com reports Mama June is dating 53-year-old Mark McDaniel, who they say served 10 years in jail for molesting an 8-year-old child. TMZ says the child may even be a relative of the reality TV star.
So he's recently been released from prison, and people on their production of Honey Boo Boo noticed that she was sneaking out and knew that she was going to meet this guy. Well, then these photographs surfaced of her hanging out with him in hotel rooms, laying in bed with him, going house shopping with him, buying him a new car, and then of course you see them coming down the stairway, and I believe in the photograph he's actually holding on to Honey Boo Boo. What is Mama June thinking, even putting him around her children, even around Honey Boo Boo, who is 9 years old? This is insane.
This is when we would learn about the deep, dark skeletons in Mama June's closet. Now remember, Mark McDaniel was Mama June's ex-boyfriend, who we discussed in Chapter 1. The court documents relating to his criminal case had been sealed by the Superior Court of Spalding County, which is usually done to protect the minor's identity. What the public did know was that the victim was potentially a family member. This would be confirmed when June's oldest daughter, Anna Cardwell, came forward in an interview revealing that she was the victim. She wanted to protect her sisters from that evil man and felt her only recourse was to relive what she had gone through publicly to ensure their safety.
Honey Boo Boo's sister spoke out against their mom for allegedly dating a child molester.
I'm mad, I'm upset, I feel betrayed, and I feel very hurt. That's the main thing I am. I feel very hurt that Mama let him come around.
You feel like she chose a child molester over you?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, she's happy. You know, she was smiling and laughing and giggling when he was around, and knowing the fact, you know, he's a child molester, Mama. He did this to me. Why would you let him come around the girls knowing what he did? She let him get around Alana and Pumpkin, you know, knowing that she's gonna get the kids taken away. Why? Why let him?
When you finally did tell your mother what happened, what was her reaction? What did Mama June say to you?
Mama didn't believe me for a while, and She's like, why would you do that? Why'd you do that to me? And I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, well, Mama, he did it, so, I can't take the past back.
I'm so confused because when people saw you with him, they were angry. They were outraged that you could let this man who molested your daughter back into your life. You would be horrified if you read the details of what she said he did to her.
I told Anna that not to bring up the past again. And it would be hard for me.
She's trying to heal, though.
After Mark McDaniel was convicted of abusing Anna, she was sent to live with her grandmother, Sandra, Mama June's mother. For years, Anna and June had little to no relationship. It wasn't until Anna was an adult that June allegedly reached out, offering her a house and money if she agreed to move back home, all in order to create the illusion of a happy family for the cameras. Within days of TLC finding all of this out, they would pull the plug on the show entirely. Season 3, which had already been filmed, was shelved indefinitely, never to see the light of day. However, the network did promise to pay the children their salaries for the unaired season.
It's bye-bye Boo-Boo. These workers are dismantling TV lights and other gear at Honey Boo Boo's Georgia home after the controversial show was axed by TLC. The big question now is, will Honey Boo Boo's dad, David Thompson, known as Sugar Bear, fight for custody of his daughter after Mama June was accused of dating a convicted child molester?
Sugar Bear, were you upset at all about June having that guy around? A little bit.
A friend of Sugar Bear's is quoted as saying he wants her out of that environment and knows the only way to do that is to get custody.
Mama June quickly went into full damage control mode. Losing her main source of income was bad enough, but there were also whispers that her daughters might be removed from her care. In a last-ditch effort to salvage her reputation, she would sit down with Dr. Phil for a 45-minute special, where she would scramble for excuses, deny dating Mark McDaniel, and had even managed to shift some of the blame onto her daughter Pumpkin.
I'm not in a relationship with Mark McDaniel. I'm not in a relationship at all. I have seen him twice. One time was by coincidence. The second time was maybe my mess up. I went to the county he was in. I made sure that there were the restrictions because he is a sex offender. I made sure because Pumpkin, my 14-year-old, which you'll meet later, he raised her from 2 months old to 6 years old. So she still today, even after I have told her that's not her father, she still believes in her heart because that's who raised her. That's her father.
This picture, which I know you have seen,
and we have a thing showing that picture right there has been photoshopped by a company.
You're saying this picture right here is not real?
No, there's an email I have that picture. It proves that it has been photoshopped. He did tell me that I needed to try to get it from TMZ, but I have tried to do that, and TMZ refuses to give it to me because it was sold to them, and now it is property of theirs.
Do y'all have any romantic relationship right now?
No, sir.
No.
How do you feel about the show being canceled?
In a way, I'm glad it's canceled, but in another way, I'm not because it was making a future for the kids.
At this point, you support her in the position she's taking, that she doesn't have a relationship with this guy. You believe her. You're 100% behind her. You agree with her? You support her?
Yes, sir. I agree with her and support her.
Sugar Bear had apparently cheated on Mama June a ton. Basically, he got a little bit of fame and would respond to any woman who would give him the time of day. Yet, despite this, Mama June would let him move back into the family home, mainly to make it appear more stable in case of a CPS investigation. Needing money and wanting to be back in front of the cameras, Mama June and Sugar Bear would agree to work out their relationship issues on WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp Reality Star Edition. Their twisted drama became the main talk of the season, and WeTV would see a huge increase in their ratings.
Here comes Mama June.
And Sugar Bear.
From Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Hi.
Hi. How are y'all? One aspect of our relationship that I feel like we need to work on is communication and honesty.
And I need to grow up and stop cheating, stop running around, and stop being a baby.
It's I don't want to talk to him. It's just like, you got to kind of like process, because I know that it was there, but I believe there's more than one. The text messages that I have, it's men and
Unsurprisingly, marriage boot camp could not salvage Mama June and Sugar Bear's relationship. By 2015, they would officially call it quits, and it wouldn't take long for Sugar Bear to hop into a new relationship with a woman he met at the local Walmart checkout line named Jennifer. Now, at the time of their meeting, Sugar Bear was still actively in a relationship with June, which later on sparked speculation that Jennifer was one of his many affair partners. But they both deny that there was any cheating, stating that their relationship was strictly platonic. Well, at least until he was single. Mama June, however, wasn't buying it, saying in an interview, quote, he can't keep that thing in his pants for 2 seconds. While Mama June was still delivering funny one-liners in the public eye, behind the scenes, she was falling into a depression. The news of Sugar Bear and Jennifer's engagement would hit June hard, making her feel like she was worth nothing. But she wasn't the only one who was struggling. Honey Boo Boo started to feel abandoned as her father visited less and less. A very fed up Mama June wanted to take control back of her life, while also getting revenge on Sugar Bear. So she decided to go on a weight loss journey, and the timing could not be more perfect, as WeTV was wanting to cast June in a new reality show. But without Sugar Bear, they needed a new angle. What better angle than a comeback story? An infamous reality TV star who had been relentlessly body shamed for years sheds 300 pounds in a shocking transformation, just in time to do the big reveal, not just on her ex's wedding day, but at the actual wedding. It was guaranteed to be a ratings goldmine.
The most shocking transformation in reality TV history.
Oh, Mama does not have the willpower.
You gotta limit your cheese.
Can Mama June actually be size 4? Mama June, from not to hot.
How much have you lost?
Wow. You look amazing.
Oh my God.
There ain't no way in hell that's you, Mama.
I'm the most wanted.
Mama June watched her lose over 300 pounds.
I'm the most gone out innocent. You got no evidence.
From Not to Hot premiered in February of 2017, immediately becoming WeTV's best series premiere ever, with 2.3 million viewers tuning in. And just like that, Mama June was more famous than ever before. While the show did primarily focus on Mama June, the camera crews would still follow the entire family, putting their toxic dynamic on display every single week. Each subsequent season would only get messier than the last, as June and Sugar Bear would fight very publicly over visitation of Honey Boo Boo.
And there's several people here that's been in our life. Our bodyguards, 2 bodyguards, have been in our life that he could go to and say, hey, can you come bring Alana to me? And he knows within himself that I would not say no. He knows that. He knows that.
Well, I don't believe that.
Sugar Bear, please, why not? Sugar Bear, please, for once, be honest with you.
I'm finna get on you right now. When we split up, it was every weekend. Every weekend I was up to see Alana. Then it was going good. And then you're talking about, well, we're gonna be busy this weekend, we're gonna be out of town. But I can tell you what, I got a lawyer on the case. You're gonna get the paperwork.
Paperwork for what?
That's all I got to say. I'm done. Y'all had it.
This is what happens. This is what happens.
Hey, your mouth, you, Shannon. What happened, you stupid?
Okay, I swear to God.
Come on over here, you little.
Okay,
you.
No, you stupid piece of.
Got you too. I got you too.
You touch her, I swear to God, I will kill you.
By season 2 of Not to Hot, a new character gets unlocked. Mama June had found herself a new man named Gino, and in true June fashion, he too had a bit of a past relating to felony criminal damage to property. Just like in all of her previous relationships, Mama June would repeat history by making the mistake of moving the relationship at lightning speed, instead of taking her time to see if maybe he had ulterior motives. Within months, she moved this man into her home with her daughters. They're talking about getting married, and he becomes like the mediator for Honey Boo Boo's visits with her father.
My name is Gino Doak. I am 41 years young.
What's your intention with my mama?
My favorite thing about June is that she's a real mother. As far as June's transformation, as long as she's healthy, that's all that matters, dude. I don't give a whether she's big, small, medium, I like June for June.
At first, Gino seemed to fit right into the family, with his loud personality matching their own. Mama June's daughters would even begin to let their guard down around him, because for the first time in their lives, they saw their mom genuinely happy and in love. But it didn't take long for the honeymoon phase to fade, and for Mama June's relationship with Gino to turn extremely volatile. The first major red flag came when Gino was caught sending very inappropriate messages to other women. Despite feeling betrayed, June would choose to forgive him. But what happened next would change the trajectory of Mama June's life forever. She would spiral so far out of control, it would cost her everything, including her own family. And every moment of her self-destruction was captured on camera for the entire world to see.
It breaks my heart to tell you that Mama G might be on crack.
The mama from reality show Honey Boo Boo is out on bond after being arrested on drug charges last week in Alabama. Investigators say the reality TV star was charged with possession of a controlled substance.
Needles too, needles. As in the pipe. With the white residue around the rim.
Gino, her boyfriend, slammed into the garage, totally wasted to the point he fell on the ground. You know, the neighbor
so the garage is still messed up.
Speeding up the street when he was drunk.
Mama June no longer has custody of her daughter, Honey Boo Boo. A Wilkinson County judge granted sole custody of Honey Boo Boo to her sister, Lauren Shannon, also known as Pumpkin.
We got this video of Mama June basically selling everything she owned.
This video's inside of her house, and you can see it is a shambles because there's almost nothing left in some of the rooms, and then other rooms are absolutely trashed.
I'm a pawn that tied on my car, so I got repossessed.
Your brother's selling everything out of our room, everything out of Ella's room.
Oh my God.
She even sold our house.
Jen! What the
Do they even live here anymore?
I mean, she's gone.
So Mama June and her boyfriend Gino showed up in court today for their arraignment in their crack cocaine possession case.
What's up, Peters? Where's look at him?
Hey, how's it going?
Better than you.
Good morning. Your kids are really about you. How are you feeling this morning?
Feeling better.
There's no doubt in my mind just watching this, Gino completely controls this relationship.
There was a camera crew there from WeTV, which is really interesting because when Mama June first started her, spiraling down, that was one of the things that was on the fence. The fact that they did not want to film her anymore because she had so much going on. They were kind of scared for her.
What has life been like currently for you guys? You've been on the road, you've staying in hotels, staying in suburban. It has been kind of up.
Hell, in the past 6 months, we spent $150,000 on cocaine.
Yeah.
It's been rough. It really has. I mean, we're talking about
A couple ounces a day, sometimes
which
3.
is a lot. I mean, we're lucky to be alive. I mean, honestly.
WeTV would end up chronicling Mama June's entire downward spiral and would air it in 2020, renaming the show to Mama June Family Crisis. This is where we would see a heartbreaking family intervention. Through tears, Alana told June she would love to come home, but she was scared to be near her mom. Lauren, who was just 19 years old at the time, was taking care of Alana, doing her best to shield and protect her sister from the chaos. Unfortunately, the intervention did little to help, as June hadn't hit that rock bottom yet. Gino and June did start running out of money, so they started selling all of Mama June's belongings on Facebook Market in order to fuel their habit. When that wasn't enough to float them, June would sell her house for $100,000, which was significantly under market value. The house sale still wasn't enough, as they apparently owed money to some very scary people. This would cause Pumpkin to move her family and Honey Boo Boo to a new home in order to stay safe from whomever was trying to collect on that debt. After 1 year of severe substance abuse, Mama June had finally hit rock bottom. She was sleeping in her car as she didn't always have money for a hotel. Her health had taken a horrible turn. And worst of all, she had completely destroyed her relationship with her children. After spending a reported $1 million on cocaine, Mama June and Gino both finally agreed to go to an inpatient rehab facility for 30 days.
The only reason I sold the house, we was dead broke, because at that point we was doing quite a bit. I mean, it was a couple ounces a day. Our habit was $2,500 a day, if not more.
You know how much you realize that is? That's like
I wasn't trying to get
that's 25 grams.
The two addicts
a day.
aren't going to be.
And me and you take two.
Also to show the
We're
court.
done.
You can't get clean, and then Gino not get clean. You have to understand too, like, I can't have Ella and Alana around that. And I promise you, for the last couple months, we have been, I would say, 90% good. Like, I'm at the point of, like, I'm kind of done with him, like, because I don't like the way that he has treated you. Where are you going?
Run, bitch! Are you stupid?
I don't even understand, quite honestly, why you are still with him. He has done you dirty. Like, he moved into the house, and then it was like he was pushing me out. Yeah, he's done some up. Yeah, I've stood beside him. But why? I don't know.
In 2020, June really started to get her life back on track. She completed rehab and appeared committed to living a sober life. Her journey to rebuild all that she had lost was also captured by cameras, and her TV show would be renamed yet again to Mama June: Road to Redemption. There was still just one major problem: Gino. As long as Mama June was with Gino, the relationship with her daughters would remain strained. Because of this, an entire year would pass before the family would reunite in order to hash things out.
Oh my God. What y'all bitches doing? You want a hug?
Look at your daughters and tell them what was the hardest part for you as a mother, knowing you couldn't be there for them.
Knowing that y'all chose to walk away, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of pissed.
Whoa. You were pissed at them?
You're always like, it's us girls, and then it really was just us girls. It really was just me now taking care of Alana, Jessica, Ella. Like, I've matured, but it's also been overwhelming dealing with it too, because I had to grow up a lot more than I wanted to.
Due to delays with the courts, Mama June and Gino didn't get consequences for their substance charges until 2021. Mama June would agree to a plea deal, getting 100 hours of community service. Gino, on the other hand, would get 16 months, where he would serve his time at an inpatient rehab facility. This is when Mama June finally found the strength to leave Gino. She knew he was a risk to her sobriety, stating in an interview that she didn't want to get dragged back into his lifestyle.
Easier from the outsider looking in, saying, oh, you can leave, you can leave, you can leave, you can leave, when it isn't really honestly the case. It's you get so sucked into it.
It really seemed like Mama June was back and healthier than ever. With Gino fully out of the pictures, she could really focus on repairing the broken relationships with her daughters. But that wouldn't be the Mama June way. Just months after breaking up with Gino, she already started dating a new man named Justin Stroud. And this would understandably set Pumpkin off.
How long have you known him? I met him at the rehab. Another mark on the checklist. Convict too, isn't he? Yes. Ah, look at it. Ding, ding, ding. We have another winner, Jesse. You bitch. Why you gotta be like that? Let me pull out my list. You got to give somebody a chance. People do change, and I think that people... Do they though? Do they though? Because you keep showing the same actions. Like, I moved closer. I listened. You was like, oh, I want y'all here. I told you I would take care. I mean, Jessica can move in. It's a 4-bedroom. She doesn't want to live here.
You just popped about the blue. I'll stay on the couch.
Yeah, I'd rather her stay on the couch than be over here in your mess.
Fast forward 6 months to Mama June and Justin having a secret courthouse wedding. Not only did Mama June secretly get married to someone she knew for less than a year, but she also moved out of state to Alabama, hours away from Honey Boo Boo, who was still just a teenager. Because Mama June was moving quickly in a relationship yet again, many believed that Justin would just be another Gino 2.0. But as time went on, Justin really showed the world that he was nowhere near as toxic. He seemed to really care about fostering a good relationship with Mama June's kids and grandkids. But the biggest change of all is how Justin holds Mama June accountable, in a way no one ever has before.
When she lies, Justin's like, baby, why the hell are you lying?
He calls you out.
He calls her out right there in front of everybody. He does not care. Yeah, he doesn't care.
That brings us to current day. Sadly, Anna Cardwell was diagnosed with cancer in early 2023. By the end of the year, at the very young age of 29 years old, old, she would tragically pass away. Mama June and Anna were able to mend their relationship before she passed, and June was right by her side during her final months. As of now, June has custody of Anna's oldest daughter after a lengthy custody battle with Anna's ex-husband. In the midst of losing Anna, Alana was getting ready to go to college. However, that is when Alana realized money that was supposed to be set aside for her that she planned to use for tuition was missing. Pumpkin went through the paperwork and started crunching all the numbers to see exactly how much Mama June had taken, and it was around $35,000. Now, this part of the story we will dive fully into in the video all about Honey Boo Boo, because it's a lot.
Alana just thought there was going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They have questions and they want the answers to them.
Not 100% went in there. But you got to think about it too, the taxes. It takes 50%.
June must think I'm some kind of idiot. I really think she's just trying to convince herself that she did the right thing. Before it's all said and done, like, she's gonna ruin this marriage and the relationship with the kids if things don't change.
Things remained tense at Alana's college going away party.
Like, what are y'all over here whispering about?
Jessica just checking up on some
I can tell when you're lying.
Seems the missing TV money will continue to be a sore spot between Alana and June.
WeTV has yet again renamed the show to Mama June Family Crisis. And when they do that, it means there's a whole lot going on in the world of Mama June. But until they air a new season, what we do know is that Anna's cancer diagnosis was a major wake-up call for June. She has spent the last couple of years really rebuilding the relationship she broke. Well, aside from the whole money missing part of things. In the end, Mama June's journey has been one of heartache, betrayal, and redemption, marked by a cycle that seemed impossible for her to break, hopping from one toxic relationship to toxic relationship, which was then always followed by self-destruction, leaving her daughters to be the ones who have to pick up the pieces. But there's one thing we have to hand to Mama June. No matter how many times she lost everything, her reputation, her home, all of her money, her family, and at times, even herself, she has always found a way to rebuild. I'm Shelby, and this has been Shelby's Search Bar on Deep Dive. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my personal channel as I have content coming over there very soon. Bye!